Hello everyone. For today's instructive video, I would like to share with you how I prepare rice. Now I know rice is a simple subject, but this isn't about rice more than anything. It's about convenience. I learned how to cook rice in a rice cooker about 20 something years ago when I was raising my children. My children are all adults now. But now I find myself a single grandparent, a widow, a full-time working person, and I go to school part-time. With that, I don't have time to really prepare healthy meals for my family unless I have the convenience of things like a rice cooker. With my rice cooker, I can prepare enough for 4 servings at one time. Now, I have the smallest rice cooker on the market. It's called the Perfect Cooker. I don't know if it's the perfect cooker or not, but for me, it has served a purpose. I am not doing a review here. This is just about what I found. I found this at Home Goods about 5 years ago. And every single time I use it, my rice comes out perfect. With that, you fix it and forget it. And you have time to prepare all of your other meals without having your rice boil over or cook too long and dry it out. Whatever your experience with rice is, maybe you know what I'm talking about. But for me, I've had the worst experience cooking rice on a stove. Now, I can't say that this is the most convenient, but for me it is, because I don't use microwave cooking. Now, microwave may be a more convenient mode, but for me, the rice cooker has served its purpose. It's easy to clean. It's the smallest one on the market, as I said, so it doesn't take a whole lot. With this, you will need to measure out 1 cup of rice. You can use any kind of rice, by the way. You can use jasmine, which is my favorite. I don't have any, so I'm using brown today. But you can use any kind of rice, except I don't think that it works well with parboiled rice. So try it if you try this. The other thing you would need besides the 1 cup of rice, you would need 2 cups of water. You will also need 1 tablespoon of butter, or you can use salt. I use salt if I run out of butter. I actually like the way butter tastes better in the rice. But you would use 1 teaspoon of salt if you choose to use salt. Now, some people don't use salt or butter. They cut up small, tiny pieces of apples or pears or peaches, and they use that instead of salt or butter. Some people use cut up pieces of vegetables, like asparagus maybe, or green beans, or carrots or peas. Either way it goes, all you have to do is take your rice cooker like so, remove the top, and it has an inner pot. You remove the inner pot. Well, actually, because I'm standing, I'm removing the inner pot, but you don't have to move it. This will be done on the counter, but for this demonstration, I'm gonna have it so you can see what it is. But once you have all of your ingredients measured, you just dump them in the pot. You don't have to stir them, you don't have to do anything to them, you just dump them in the pot. Once you have them in the pot, you replace your lid, and you have to snap it because it's like a pressure cooker. It emits a lot of steam. Here's your steam hole. So the steam will come out instead of blowing up. Once you have all the ingredients in, you have your top on it and secure, make sure that it's plugged in because it is an electrical appliance. After it's plugged in, you push cook straight down, 1 button. This cook sign will come on with a red light, letting you know that it's cooking. Once it's done cooking, then it will switch over to warm mode. And the warm mode is a green light. That lets you know that it's done and it's ready and it's staying warm for you. It's really pretty hot. It's not really warm. And it stays like that for about 5 or 6 hours. Then it starts to decline some in the heat. And it does stay warm still until you actually unplug it. So I would recommend maybe you buy a brand that has an automatic shutoff, because this one doesn't have an automatic shutoff, and I'm fine. I just go ahead and take care of the worry of it. But it's a great way to make sure that once you're cooking all the other foods, you don't have to worry about your rice overcooking and all those other things that I talked about. So this is a good way to have a convenient staple to go with your vegetables. Sometimes we have an all vegetable day where we have a pile of rice and a pile of vegetables and maybe fruit on the side. And some days we may have meat with rice and vegetables, or whatever we choose. But whatever the case is, the rice is done and everything else is being done separately, and you don't have a big mess, and it's taken care of. So thank you for listening. I hope this helps you. It helped me. God bless you.